about to see the world in action.
And this is where the decision got extremely difficult. I chose my final school.
This is what we waited for.
Hey guys, it's Brooklyn and Bailey, and before we go on to the video, we have some exciting news. So once again, we ordered a whole new, brand new set of scrunchies for you guys, along with some of the old sets that we have sold. So the new colors for the scrunchies are purple, white, and denim-y color, which I'm wearing in my hair right now. Literally, they're so cute. I thought the pink one was my favorite, and then I thought the yellow one was my favorite, and now I think the purple was my favorite, or maybe all of them are my favorite. Anyway, really sure. These are all going to be selling at the end of this video, so be sure to stay and check it out. We are so excited. These are amazing. We love them. And scrunchies for life. Now let's get on to the video. So today's video, we are announcing which college we are officially going to next year, and hopefully for the full 4 years of college. OMG, guys, I know this has been highly anticipated. Like every comment, we've been anticipating it because we had to make a decision, and we've been asking ourselves this question for how long? Like a year, like the past year, and the decision has finally been made. So let's find out what it is. Okay, before we start with anything, I'm just gonna brief y'all. So Bailey and I both applied to the same 6 schools, and we got into the same 5 schools. So we're each separately, one at a time, going to go through and kind of list off which schools we knocked out of our decisions one by one until we're down to the last 2, and then we'll explain which one we chose and why. So I'm gonna go first. So obviously the first school I knocked off of my list was the one school I didn't get into, and that was Stanford University. So they have a less than 4% acceptance rate, and I think this year they had the most applicants they've ever had apply. And it just was crazy. We didn't get in. I don't know anybody in our school that got in. It was just a really, really intense application process. And I was really sad about it because I wanted to go to Stanford, but obviously it's not the place for me. So this one is off my list. This is not the school I'm going to. And of course, obviously, the same goes for me because apparently Stanford has a twin rule where if one gets in, the other gets in, and if one doesn't get in, the other one doesn't get in. So I also did not get into Stanford, and the same goes, it's only a 4% acceptance rate, so I don't know anyone who did get in. It was really hard this year. It was really hard. So this is my very first one that I knocked off my list, so I guess it's not meant to be. Alright, so the second college I knocked off my list was UT, and this wasn't really for any negative particular reason. I just went to the campus. I actually really wanted to go to UT for a little while because their business school is so amazing. But I went to the campus and it just didn't feel right. Like it just didn't. I went and I came home and I was like, that's not the college for me. And I wish it was because they have such a good business program, but so do a lot of these other schools. So UT is the second one I knocked off my list. And following Brooklyn, the same goes for me. UT was my second that I knocked off my list. And the kind of same idea goes. I went to the campus. I was really ready to be excited about it. I know a lot of people really love UT, so kudos to you guys who love UT. Yeah. They have an amazing business school. They're a great school. But I just, got to the campus, and you know how people say like, if it's like the right college and just get there. It's kind of like a wedding dress and everyone's like, oh, you just cried when you get, not the same thing, but like kind of similar. Same goes for UT. I got to the campus and it wasn't feeling right, so I immediately knocked that one off the list. So UT, it's not meant to be. My third school that I knocked off my list was Harding University. Now I actually really, really, really liked Harding when I went, and I loved the people there, and the application process was super easy, and I had a potential full ride there as well. So it was pretty perfectly set up for me to go. I just wanted to go to a bigger school, and Harding is a smaller school. And so between all my other choices, I knocked this one off my list for that particular reason. The next one I knocked off my list, which is a little bit different than Brooklyn, was BYU. So the reason why I knocked this one off my list, there's not really a particular reason, but it was kind of similar to Brooklyn's, where it was like kind of really far away from home, and I wanted to be closer to home, and the rest of the schools were closer. And plus, also like, Harding was really easy to work with, and a bunch of other people were really easy to work with, but we had no communication with people at BYU. I love BYU, it's an amazing college, but it just wasn't meant to be. All right, well, my next college that I knocked off, which is a little different than Bailey again, was BYU. And this was just because we've lived in Utah for most of our life, and I think I wanted to go to school somewhere different than where I've lived. And BYU was very much the same of what I've always known, and I kind of wanted to do something more unique. And I really love Texas, so I was kind of drawn more to the Texas schools. And so for that reason, I wanted to be closer to home, so my last couple of options fit better than BYU did. So I knocked BYU off the list. The next one that I eliminated was Harding. Now, I actually really love this school. The campus was beautiful, and the people were so nice when I went there and visited. They were super easy to work with. They offered some scholarships that were really tempting. So all of it looked like really, really tempting. The only thing that pushed me away was that it was a really small college compared to the other ones I was applying to. And so unfortunately, that was why this one got knocked off. But Harding altogether is a really amazing school. Okay, so we have obviously a huge favorite out of these three colleges. So we have to say, it's time for us to tell you guys, we're wizards and we're going to Hogwarts. We're wizards and we're going to Hogwarts. We've been sorted into Hufflepuff. Finally, I just couldn't wait to drink the butter beer and play Quidditch, and oh my goodness. We've already tried out for the team. We're ready to go. Just kidding. Okay, obviously it's not Hogwarts, unfortunately. I wish if Hogwarts was a real school, I would be there. That would be amazing. In a heartbeat. To all of you Harry Potter lovers. Yes, that's for you. And to all of my fellow Hufflepuff house people out there, we love you. We're with you. In our hearts. So clearly, not Hufflepuff. So now we're down to our last two colleges, and this is where the decision got extremely difficult. So I'm gonna kind of explain some of the qualities I looked for in the college that I wanted to go to, and Bailey's gonna explain hers because we did have our own different opinions about them. So the college that I chose was because I felt at home when I went there, and I felt like I had friends and a community that I could really get involved with and involved in, and it had a program that I was really excited about, and the people there were really excited about me coming to be in that program. And I found a room that I loved and roommates that I loved, and everything just seemed to kind of fall into place perfectly. And so that is why I finally made a decision on my final school. And I really wanted a school that had like a really good business program, something that was very large and homey, lots of students that I could meet. I was all about the social life, everything like traditions and all of that. I was super excited to be a part of, and I really liked just the fact that it had a name for itself. So I was really excited for that too. The community was just really strong. So that's what I was looking for in the college that I picked. So, the big question, the big reveal. I'm gonna reveal first. Yes, and then she's gonna reveal. The question is, are we going to the same school? You guys are gonna have to wait and find out, but I chose my final school, I chose as Baylor University. And when I walked on that campus for the first time, I fell in love with it. It just felt like home. It felt like something I could see myself being at for 4 years, and I did have a scholarship there as well, and their entrepreneurship program was super enticing to me. A lot of my friends are going to that school. I had roommates, I had a room, and everything just kind of was easy. And when I made the decision, I felt like relieved. I felt happy, and that's kind of like how you know you picked the right school. So that was my college decision. And so you guys, we are not going to be going to different colleges because I'm going to Baylor University too! Yeah! So we both felt the same way when we got to Baylor's campus. It was beautiful, everyone was super friendly, everything was so easy. And we felt super welcome when we went. And just like everything was easy, including the application process, which is supposed to be like the hardest part of getting into college. And we had friends that are going, so then we had roommates, and then we found a room, and then we just have like an awesome entrepreneurship program, which we're really excited for. So and we couldn't leave each other. I know. So we wanted to go to college together. Yeah, of course. We thought at one point we were gonna separate, and they were both like, nah, never mind. We could never do that. So we're super excited. Honestly, Baylor gets us really hyped for college. Don't you love the colors? They're just so bright. I know. We're both super excited. So Baylor, get ready for us because we're heading your way. Sick 'em bears. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you all are as excited as we are about our college decision. Oh my gosh. And if you're going through the same process, We wish you the best of luck and hope that you find the college that's perfect for you. Now you guys be sure to subscribe to our channel by clicking the little box right there. Also, don't forget that we're selling our scrunchies right now, starting right now, so click that box right there in the middle to buy your scrunchies in celebration of us making a college decision. And if you guys want to see more of our videos, click the boxes over there, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye! Bye!